Learn. What's wrong with this thing? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Sorry for that. Viewers, as I rectify on my end. Let me rectify the studio on my end. Something has gone bonkers. Good evening, good evening. I don't know why. No, I behave. Alright. I don't know what's. Alright. Alright, welcome to Afrique 24. And as I rectify a few things, this is the map for the analysis of the politics in our country. Have a look at it so that we can have some discussions here in the studio. I had prepared some guests today, and I guess they will be coming shortly. Yes. All right. I think we are ready now. All right, we are ready to roll. I hope you guys are all doing fine and my sound is loud and clear. This is Afrique 24, your number one channel for political analysis on YouTube, especially Kenyan politics. Here we state the way it is. And again, karibuni sana. If you've not subscribed to Afrique 24, make sure that you do subscribe to this particular channel. Now, this is not a polite conversation tonight that we're going to have. This is a political reality check. Uh, and I'm Mzalendo, and tonight we ask the most uncomfortable questions. Is Kenya opposition reorganizing, or are they organized, or is it slowly imploding under the weight of ambition? Did you get that right? Is Kenyan opposition reorganizing, or is it slowly imploding under the weight of everybody is ambitious? Everybody wants to become the president of Kenya. Since the passing on of Raila Odinga, the opposition has been searching for a center of gravity. Yes, the opposition has been searching for a center of gravity. And that is the reason why I brought for you a map so that you can understand how our politics is going. Uh, let me welcome my guests this evening. Alex, wherever you are, tafadhali, step into the studio so that we can have this. So, yeah. Alex, wherever you are, please just step in. I know you are on the other end, and yeah, we are going to have a very good conversation. Now, there's this man who is also Edwin Sifuna. This is a guy who is causing a lot of ripples in Kenyan politics right now. He's the new kid on the block, Sisini Sifuna. Sisini Sifuna. I don't know what you think about this one guy called Sifuna. If you're watching us from True TV, make sure that you do subscribe from True TV. That's our sister session. And if you are on Afrique 24 and you've not subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe to Afrique 24. But here is where we will bring for you the real politics, what people are saying on the ground, and what you expect with the numbers, supported by the numbers and proper research. Now, since the passing of Raila Odinga, the opposition have been searching for the center of gravity. Mhm. Yani wamekuwa wakitafuta, yeah, how can they be, can they inherit Baba's base? But to be honest, the searching is not organizing, negotiating, and it's not even mobilizing. And I hope that everything works just like that. No, it is a lot of soul searching, is a lot of engagement, the grassroots support, and making sure that you have the right people in your team. And I think one of the major problems in the opposition is that they're still trying to figure out whether they have got the right people to back them up. So they will continue to, hold these particular meetings, but at the end of the day, they need to have a candidate. I don't know if you agree with me that the opposition, it is high time that they should have a candidate, and a candidate that they can sell to the people of Kenya. You cannot sell everybody. You cannot sell Baraga, you cannot sell Batiangi, you cannot sell Sifuna, you cannot sell Kalonzo at the same time. You need to have one person that you are selling, so that by the time we are reaching 2027, we are on 2028, 2026 right now. Uh, by the time we are going towards the elections, that is next year, you already have a candidate. A candidate. So right now we should be marketing our candidate who is in the opposition. If you don't have that particular candidate at this particular moment, then there should be a problem. There should be a problem, and there will be a problem up on Bele. So you need to deal with the problem very, very fast, the fallouts very, very fast, so that you can have this one candidate that enjoys the support of the entire republic. Now let's go straight to it. Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, Edwin Sifuna, all positioning, all calculating, all talking unity, but behind the scenes, it's about one thing: who carries the presidential ticket. Now, if you're out there, I would want to ask you one question. Do you think that this is a very healthy competition? Or is this ego politics disguised as a coalition building? What do you think? What do you think? By now, if I'm in a team of about five people, or let's say for example, you're going for a soccer match, you know your top striker, the person who can score goals for you, is right there, is right there. But why are you so afraid to mention this particular individual? That is my worry. That is my worry, because we all know that your top striker is in the team. And if you are not a good striker by now, you should also be knowing that, hey, I cannot command the support that Gachagua has. I cannot command the support that Kalonzo has. I cannot command the support that Sifuna has, or Matiangi. You should be knowing by now that this is the strongest calculation, because if you don't have that, then there is a problem. It shows that you are are not decided. Indecisiveness. You need to make decisions, whether it's the wrong decision or not, but make the right decision for Kenyans to start scrutinizing the candidate that is going to face William Ruto in 2027. The ruling side, that is the incumbent, William Ruto, uh, it already has a candidate, and nobody is even talking about going to contest against William Ruto for that seat. It is automatic that he will be the flag bearer for UDA. No chance for anybody, and I don't think anybody is even trying to mention that. Hey, even just jokingly that mimi nitapinga William Ruto in 2027. Sijaona mtu kama huyo. But I think for democracy, there should be somebody out there who is ready to face William Ruto for the UDA ticket. Maybe I talk ODM, you never know. That is good. It would be good to have that kind of variety. And the time is ticking. Time is ticking. I don't see UDA a kind of problem. Now, let's see the opposition structure, the UDA structure versus the opposition. William Ruto and UDA have a clear chain of command. What do I mean by William Ruto and his UDA party have a clear chain of command? This is exactly what I mean. I mean, every decision that is made in UDA is coming from one center of power. There are people who are grassroots supporters, grassroots networks being activated during these by-elections, and you don't really have to see him there. And that is why the opposition is getting it wrong. They are playing as if they are William Samoei Ruto's equals. No, this guy has already won the election. He already has grassroots support from most parts of the country, and now he has inherited the ODM support base. So basically, UDA is in the entire country as we speak. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mhm. So that is the advantage they're having now. They have, and again, we talked about consistent messaging. There are some things I see that opposition are saying that okay, uh, it doesn't matter. We can all be talking, but our main goal is removing William Ruto. That can be demystified. So you need to have a proper messaging. UDA has come up with something very interesting. Singapore, love it or hate it, uipende ama uzipende, that is their message. Singapore, there are people now singing the chorus that sisi tunaenda Singapore. Ideally, it is not practical, but is the message working? Are you talking about it, whether negatively or positively? You are talking about it, and the more you talk about it, the more message will sink. You heard about the bottom up economy. The more we continued talking about it, whether negatively or positively, the more it sank into people's minds. So, Apple, Gashagwa, Kalonzo, muko na homework. You have a homework, and if you are not watching this particular channel, then you are missing a lot. You need to be here all the time to watch what we are doing and share this link to your leaders. I was to have one of my favorite guests in the studio, but I think I kind of delayed to come up. And Alex, pengine ameshalala sahi. Alex, if you're hearing me, maybe you can come up at some point. And now, UDA won the elections in majority of the polling stations. And 2027, we have got what we call battlegrounds. The battlegrounds and the battleground margins. Nisikize vizuri sana. We have got what we call the battlegrounds and the battleground margins. So, this is where most of us don't understand Kenyan politics. I repeat, we have got the battlegrounds and the battlegrounds margins. Let me put for you a graph I'd designed here earlier. Now, these are the battlegrounds margins. Kiambu County. Kiambu County. Does that ring a bell? Let's talk a bit about Kiambu County. As I said, we've got the battlegrounds and the battleground margins. So when we talk about Kiambu County, we are talking about percentages. We are talking about turnout. We are talking about the projection of 2027. We are talking about the numbers in that particular county and why they are significant. Now, Kiambu County, why it is very, very significant in this election. Their margins are very, very important. I will talk in terms of percentages because right now I don't know how the number of registered voters in Kiambu County. But I'll talk about the percentages. In the last elections, William Samoei Ruto won this particular county with a huge margin. Probably 75% of the people there voted for William Samoei Ruto. And the opposition came with approximately 40% of the votes in that area. Now, if the opposition then got 40%, and William Ruto had just hold on a second, and William Ruto had a huge. Just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. I'm on. All right. That was a quick call from one of our contributors here. I hope that Miss is going to come and join this kind of conversation. And yeah, and we crunch these numbers. Nakuru. Nakuru has got swing votes. How did William Samoei Ruto perform in Nakuru this time? William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua ticket did so well in Nakuru, and they managed to get the majority of votes in that particular area. How will the opposition perform in Nakuru? Opposition performing in Nakuru, it could be opposition could win in Nakuru, but the percentages might be very small. It might be cut, but it can go either way. That one, take it to the bank. It can go either way. Nairobi turnout. Nairobi is a cosmopolitan town. Nairobi is normally for the opposition. So the opposition here will carry the day. They carried the day the other time, and they are likely to carry the day. Although this time round there is a difference. There's a difference, and I will tell you down there how this balances out. William Ruto has inherited Raila Odinga's base. That is the ODM base in Nairobi. So the ODM base that is in the broad-based government will vote for William Ruto. Does he have a plus in William Ruto? He has a plus and a negative. A negative meaning that the voting bloc that Gachagua brought from the ethnic community of Kikuyu probably, most likely, might not vote for William Samoei Ruto in Nairobi if the status quo remains constant. They might not vote for William Samoei Ruto. So who are they going to vote for? They are going to vote for the opposition. So that is why Babu Owino stands a very good chance of becoming the Nairobi governor if the turnout of Gen Z in Nairobi, they turn out in large numbers. I said that in every other election, if you lose 20%, 20%, that is a lot of votes. So Nairobi turnout, Nairobi is going to the opposition. And the majority of the seats in Nairobi is going to the opposition. Take that to the bank. Bank it, kesho 2027 ukuje hapa utaniambia matokeo. Western imekuwa ikiyumbayumba. They are people who are so unpredictable, but they are they could be predictable in 2027 if they rally behind one candidate called Edwin Sifuna. That can ignite all the Luya votes countrywide, not only in Western, but the entire country. Now, that is what changes the dynamics of politics in urban center. If Western is going entirely for Sifuna, then Nairobi map changes completely. That one goes to the opposition. They will get even more seats in Nairobi. And if it is divided, like a good number of them are voting towards the current government of William Ruto, then Western can be 50-50. And most likely, if Sifuna is not a presidential candidate, then Ruto might carry the day in Western province. Because hiyo ndio ukweli wa mambo. If they don't have a candidate, then William Ruto would carry the day in Western. Nyanza, William Ruto's government is going to Nyanza with a positive. Last year, they were having a negative balance, but sahi, they are going there with a positive, meaning that the broad-based agenda, the broad-based numbers have really trickled in, and right now they can smile all the way to the bank because of the broad-based government. Oburu will deliver all the ODM strongholds, and Joho will deliver Mombasa to UDA. Even if they deliver just by 10% or 20%, William Ruto is just developing on the margins that he got in 2027. Hivyo mkiangalia hiyo siasa hivyo, mtajua ukweli wa mambo iko wapi. Now coast province, coast mobilization, coast ni mobilization, coast is coast, hata sijuage wanatakaga nini, but hii province siasa yao ni rahisi sana, bali kutakuwa na taarabu. Ukiona wanacheza cheza, wana dance hivyo wengi, hapo ndio watapiga kura. So generally coast will not be, there will be no much contest for the government in the coast. They will win in coast because of the influence of the governors in Mombasa. They're all leaning towards the government, and also the rewards that the government of William Ruto has given them. So they are all leaning towards William Samoei Ruto. Now here is where the opposition is not doing so well. They don't have strong people from the coast. I don't know Coastarians wangani unaona wako kwa opposition, si waoni. Pengine you in the comment section niambie, or back at home there, tell me any leaders who, apart from Mohammed Ali, who is not even going around with the opposition. There's no opposition figure that I'm seeing running around the Rigiji and Kalonzo and the group from the coastal region. So they are doing poorly. They are doing very poorly in the coastal region. Now, the Gen Z factor is big, because Gen Z, when they're coming into this election, we had projected that their number will be around 10 million votes, and that is why the government is spending each and every other coin. Pesa yote ile serikali iko nayo sahi, they are spending on this demography called the Gen Zs. Now, this is another. This is the county 2077 county projections. Rift Valley firewall. I'll give you the counties that are in Rift Valley and the counties that are going to be contested. I want you to write down the counties that you think that are in Rift Valley and can be easily won by the opposition. Please write them down so that we can have the maths. Mount Kenya battleground. Write for me the counties that you think that the opposition can win within Mount Kenya. Ziandike hapo and tell me whether they will win in those particular counties. Now, Western Kingmakers, please write for me the counties that you think that will Western, and the counties that you think the government can win and the opposition can win. Then, of course, the urban centers will decide. That is how elections in Kenya are decided. I didn't give you figures for a reason. Nataka pia wewe ukitazama ukuwe na we have a discussion, so pia unafikiria, do a research. Don't just say Mzalendo bana, you are giving us figures which are wrong. Oh, you are supporting sijui. Like I went to another place, they are busy telling me, oh, wewe tunakujua, wewe tunakujua una support UDA. Sasa these are the projections of 2027 County Projection Board. Rift Valley firewall. Rift Valley has got 20 counties. 20 counties. I know most of you didn't get that right. That is why they put a blank on that. Now, when Rift Valley has got 20 counties, William Samoei Ruto will win Rift Valley. That is by 70%. So peleka hiyo equity, utapewa loan. Mount Kenya battleground. Mount Kenya has got 10 counties. I want you to text me and tell me you think that in these particular counties, William Ruto will get how many counties, and the opposition can win how many counties in Mount Kenya battleground. So Bwana Rigiji, hii siasa si kutembea tembea tu. You need to consolidate these votes. Mount Kenya ukuwe nayo in the bag. ukuwe nayo. And the reason why I am giving you this county projection is that to be the president of Kenya, you have to win 24 counties. 24 of these 47 counties. Lazima uzishinde. You have to win them. Western province iko na 11 counties. Yes, 11 counties. Urban decides on the 6 counties that are remaining. I don't know whether mmenipata hapo. Kama amukunipata pia niambie. Manze Mzalendo, you are going too fast. We are not understanding what you are saying. I said Nairobi turnout matters. Kakamega, I said it was a matter of consolidation. Nakuru is a swing vote. Kiambu, it's a matter of that's and what I showed you is the battlefield in the opposition. If the opposition fails to lock in Western and Nyanza at 90% turnout or 80% turnouts, they lose. Akia Mungu, Akia guy, I have just told you, if the opposition fails to lock Western and Nyanza at 90%, they lose. If they fail to penetrate, now listen again, this one. If they fail to penetrate Mount Kenya by 35% or 40%, they lose the elections. They lose the elections. And that is why data analysis, unaona wao kaa kina Sinovate, kina nani, you invest on those people and you try and look at areas where you are weak at and improve on them. Do you have that time? If you are not organizing right now, you seem not to have that time, or you seem not to understand the value of that time. This is not emotion. Hatuongei hapa mambo na emotion. Hatuongei hapa mambo na emotion. Hatuongei nini. Naongea mathematics. This is mathematics. I wish my friend was here, but next time I'll invite him so that we crunch the numbers together. Hapa siongei Greek, naongea Kiswahili na Kizungu. Naongea kwa Kiswahili na Kizungu. Now, there is something new in our politics. It's called the generational shift in our politics. Yani Gen Zs wameingia kwa siasa ya Kenya. Gen Zs do not represent any particular tribal voting bloc, but they are just tired of the political nostalgia. So they don't care about the histories that mutawaambia. They only care about if they can, the living standards can improve, if there are job opportunities for them, and if there is accountability in government. Accountability is zero. The government of William Ruto is scoring 0 in accountability. In opportunities, are they creating new jobs into the economy? I think they are not performing so well in that area again. Does the current opposition leadership understand that? I don't think they understand that, because those are not the issues that they talk about when they are on top of their vehicles. They talk about very funny things. Or are they just are they fighting vita vya jana so that they can win in tomorrow's elections? Yeah, kama pengine mtu alikukosea, unaenda huko unataka kumtoa kwa sababu mulikosana na yeye, ama vitu kama hizo. So the clock The clock is ticking, and the clock can be your real opponent in these elections. So the opposition's biggest opponent right now. Do you know the opposition's biggest opponent right now? According to one of my listeners, the opposition's biggest problem at the moment is time. That was so intelligent. Is time. Time is running out. Every month without clarity, every month every other time you lose an election, you are strengthening the incumbent. When you win, people are seeing you're winning. But when you are losing in the messaging, you are strengthening William Samoei Ruto's government. Every month without proper structures, it weakens your negotiation power. Unity, well, when it is delayed, the whole agenda of opposition politics become diluted because we Kenyans are waiting for the candidates so that they can scrutinize the candidate. Is he realistic? Is he somebody who can beat the incumbent? That is what Kenyans are looking at because they are measuring each and every other candidate. And a few months ago, when we are talking on various platforms, you could hear that somebody is telling you, me, remember we had Okia Mtata. Who remembers that we had Okia Mtata projected as a presidential candidate? Who remembers that? And there are so many people who are rallying behind Okia Mtata, and we knew that this is the guy who has been consistent and who can. I remember many debates with many people here telling me Okia is a big thing. Then we had another guy called Morara. He also came with a bang. And hey, watu wakakimbilia huko. Kidogo pia he fell on the wayside. Then we had Maraga being introduced, and my good friend Agostino Neto with Maraga there. But they still have a lot to do when it comes to Kenyan politics. They have so much that they need to do. Opposition, I can tell you they have a chance, but each passing day they appear weak. Yeah, and William Ruto anaamka pale anasema, give me a candidate. The people I see here, these are not candidates. You see, that is so demeaning, and you need to come up with that candidate. The uncertainty is not working for you. It it is going to work against you. So you need to have a proper structures as the opposition. This is how we are going to campaign. We are all going to campaign as a team. Kama ni kuchapwa tear gas, wacha tuchapwe tear gas as a team. And kama ni mobilize funds, let us mobilize funds as a team. Let us see how much we can bring in as a team. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, the 47 governors, if you don't have maybe 2 or 3 or 20 of them in your campaign side, they cannot even bankroll you. I will tell you one thing for a fact. These governors are going to give money. I am certain that they are going to give money out there. And that is why people who have got strong political base like Kalonzo will benefit. So the opposition needs to be disciplined. 2027 will not be won by just shouting very, very loudly without proper guidance of your mouth or the brain. Sio kufungua tu mdomo. It will be won by those who are calculating better. So ukipiga hesabu vizuri, then you can win 2027. If you don't calculate properly, then the political chessboard is moving very fast. Is moving very fast, and William Ruto is moving the pieces very fast, and very, very soon mutapigwa ile kitu inaitwa checkmate. Now, this is Afrique 24. I am Mzalendo, and good night. Thank you for staying tuned. If you have not subscribed to this particular channel, please do so. Asanteni.